Hello, my name is Michelle, and this is Full Bottle Worthy. Today I'm going to be discussing my top 10 for life. And in the top 10, I'd like to explain my methodology behind the perfumes that I chose. First, I went for perfumes that I just absolutely love, that are just so me. Also, I went for perfumes that have versatility, that work day to night, that work most of the seasons. So you might find in other videos that I wax poetic about a perfume and it's not on this list. That doesn't mean I don't love that perfume, but perhaps it's not as versatile as the ones I've selected for today. So if that sounds good, let's go ahead and jump right in. I do want to mention that these are not ranked in any particular order. They are just what came to mind first. So it isn't a ranked list. However, what I will say is if you enjoy my content, please remember to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and before you leave, please remember to tell me in the comments what are your top 10 fragrances for life. I'm very curious to hear what yours are. First, we have Chanel's Beige. This is Michelle in a bottle. I love this perfume. When I found it, I felt like I was home. And I know the price point is really high, but I love it. So what are the notes here? The notes are frangipani, honey, freesia, and hawthorn. What I love about this fragrance is it's effortlessly chic. It works for any situation. It works for the office. It works for brunch. It also works for a first date. Works for church. You could really wear it anywhere. It is incredibly elegant and refined. So the first one that I would choose is Chanel Beige. The next perfume I would choose is Une Rose de Kandahar by Tower Perfumes. This is such a beautiful spicy rose with apricot and almond. It has cinnamon, it has bergamot, it has tobacco, it has tonka. It lasts forever and it really works in any season. I've worn it in winter, I've worn it in summer, and I've also worn it in spring and fall. It is a fragrance that takes me on a journey, and much like Beige, when I found this perfume, I felt like I was home. It starts off with this beautiful, bright, sharp, lemon-esque rose. And then it sort of transitions and gets a little bit warmer, and you can smell the cinnamon coming through, and then the almonds, and then the apricot. And as it dries down, it almost becomes custard like and just really settles to this sweet, beautiful rose. I love this fragrance. I wouldn't want to be without it. Une Rose de Kandahar by Tower Perfumes. Next, we have Love Delight by Amouage. This is a gorgeous fragrance, and much like the other two that I've mentioned, when I smelled this, I felt like I was home. It has mandarin orange, rose water, ginger, heliotrope, rose, cacao, and vanilla. It creates a beautiful scent bubble around you, and it's incredibly angelic, but not juvenile in any way with the sweetness of the fragrance. I would consider it a floral gourmand, and it just makes my heart sing when I wear it. I get at least 8 hours when I wear this, if not 10. It isn't a beast, but you will definitely get good longevity with this. Again, this is Amouage's Love Delight. I said it once before and I'll say it again. This perfume doesn't need any introduction. She is very well known in Fragcom. She is Blanche Bête by Liquid Imaginaires. This is a gorgeous lactonic vanilla tuberose gourmand. It works in every single season and just lasts for 10 hours with a really good projection and sillage. She is absolutely gorgeous, and the hype is real with this one. I didn't want to give in to the hype. I really didn't. I took quite a long time before I bought a bottle, and I really sat with the sample and wore it over and over again before I decided to add it to my collection. But I'm so glad I did. Again, this is Liquid Imaginaires, Blanche. Next, we have a gorgeous gourmand from Jorum Studios, Pentimento. This is a gorgeous hazelnut, chocolate, and rum gourmand. The main notes are hazelnut, broom, carob, tobacco flower, vanilla, tonka bean, and rum. This is an extrait to Parfum concentration, so it does stay closer to the skin, but it lasts 10 to 12 hours with a good projection. You really only need 3 to 4 sprays with this, and it lasts all day long. It works in summer, it works in winter, it works in fall, as well as the spring. Again, this is Pentimento by Jorum Studios. Next, we have Choeur of Angels by Atelier. This is the most elegant and refined fruity fragrance that I've ever smelled, and that's why it's made this list. The main notes are blood orange, pear, osmanthus, black currant, orange blossom, and honey. It tends to last 7 to 8 hours, and the projection is strong for the first 3 to 4 hours and then moderate thereafter. It is such a beautiful fruity scent that I tend to wear in spring and summer. It is just so beautiful. I've never come across a better fruity scent than this one. This is Choeur of Angels by Atelier. Next, we have Armani Prive's Vert Malachite, and the main notes are bitter orange, petitgrain, jasmine, ylang, pink pepper, and vanilla. I know that this might cause some controversy because Rouge Malachite is so beloved in the fragrance community, but I prefer Vert Malachite, so that is why it is in my top 10. I absolutely love this white floral. It again has so much versatility to it. You can wear it at any occasion in almost any weather. There's such a gorgeous creaminess to it brought on by the Ylang. And the jasmine is just so well executed, just so smooth and beautiful, but you can still smell every facet of the floral. Again, this is Vert Malachite by Armani Prive. Next, we have Micallef's Ylang in Gold. This is a beloved fragrance in the fragrance community, and I am part of it. This is such a beautiful tropical fragrance. Tropical fragrances are a genre of fragrances that I absolutely love, so I had to have one on this list. And the main notes are citruses, ylang, vanilla, and coconut. What you'll find with this is it's expertly blended and it's incredibly creamy, and not one note sticks out over the other. The projection is strong for the first few hours and then rides a little bit closer to the skin. I find it lasts 6 to 7 hours and works best in the spring and summer, both day and night. Again, this is in Micallef's Ylang in Gold. Next, we have Fire at Will by Jovoy Paris. This is my favorite straightforward vanilla. Again, I know this is controversial because typically people in Fragcom tend to like Kayali's Vanilla 28 or Guerlain's Spiritus Double Vanille. I prefer Fire at Will, and let me tell you why. It lasts 10 hours with strong projection. The main notes are vanilla, mimosa, brown sugar, and amber. Honestly, I think it layers best with any perfume, and the longevity is amazing. I find vanillas to be incredibly comforting, and I often wear them whenever I feel anxious or when I'm going to bed. So I could not do this list without a vanilla. And when I looked at my many vanilla fragrances, I wanted one that would always strike the note. And it was this one, Fire Oil by Jovoy. Last but not least, we have Oriental Enigma by Alexandre.J. This is a gorgeous fragrance. The longevity is 10 hours with a beautiful sillage. The notes are date, hazelnut, hibiscus, orris root, tonka, rum, and saffron. And what I find with this is it wears light, almost like a Baccarat Rouge. There's a light airiness to it, even though the notes are deeper. So you're not going to feel suffocated. It's not going to be cloying. So it can be worn in so many different situations and has so much versatility around it. I absolutely love this fragrance. I don't hear it spoken about very often, but I just don't think I could get through a winter without this fragrance. Again, this is Oriental Enigma by Alexandre.J. Thank you for joining me today. I'd love to hear what your top 10 are for life. Please leave them in the comments down below. Were any of them the same as mine? I'm very curious to find out. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.